This man wanted to take me on a date, so I said no, and he was like, what can I do? And I said, you can go ahead and get my nails booked and my spa, and so he did. Not only did he book both of those, he paid for both of those, and he sent me money, okay? And I just met this man 2 days ago. I haven't even met this man in person because everybody that follows me made me download these stupid dating apps, and I made this man give me money and take care of me. And I said to him, I don't think I'm going on this date with you. And he said, that's fine. I really enjoy taking care of you anyway. Okay. And you can't even get your man to communicate with you. This is a stranger. All right. Drop that man.
I've been single for 4 years at 33 years old, and if you would have told me 4 years ago when I was breaking up with my boyfriend that 4 years from now I would still be single, I would have never believed you. But looking back, I wonder if I would have still made the decision to break up with him. And has it sucked being alone for this long? Yeah, it's been really shitty, honestly. I was ready for a new relationship within a couple of months, honestly.
Don't kill the messenger, okay? But if you cheat on your dude, right, and he takes you back, y'all are locked in. Y'all are locked in for life. He will never leave you. That's a fact. And even sometimes, I might even go as far to say that you might have to cheat on him.
Can somebody please tell me why I love when a guy gives me nothing? When he acts like he's not that interested. But the minute a man shows some type of obsession or clinginess towards me, I get an immediate ick and want to run away. What's wrong with me?
Me in, please. I've missed you.
No, listen.
I've missed you, babe.
No, listen, no, get your hands off me.
I've missed you.
You violated me.
Yeah, but I've changed. I promise I've changed.
How can you change in 2 hours?
Babe, I've changed.
Do you know
I
what
promise
I mean?
you.
I've only just found out you cheated on me, right?
Yeah, but it was a mistake. I've changed. Can you let me in so we can talk?
What do you mean? No, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, but I can explain what happened.
There's nothing to explain. No, I can't. No, I can't let you in.
Why are you pushing me outside?
I can't let you in.
I'm meant to be your girlfriend.
You're not anymore.
Yes.
I thought I made that very, very clear.
I've changed. Just let me in, please.
No, I'm not letting you in.
Are you serious? So you're going to just keep me outside and you home?
Listen, what you've done to me, right? What you've done to me, you've betrayed my trust. You've gone behind my back. And to make it worse, you know what I mean? Why would you sleep with someone I know as well? On top of that. Does that make any sense to you?
It was a one-time thing. There was actually no feelings, no nothing.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why women cheat on the perfect guy. This is dark female psychology, bro. What you need to understand is there's always a kickback to being the perfect guy. Get in the comments. Let's discuss this. Have you ever been the perfect guy? You did everything right. Or everything in your head that just seemed right. Everything that society told you was right. You did it. And you did it with a smile. Gave a woman grace. All for her to just give you her ass to kiss. It really didn't mean too much. Nowadays, you're seeing more and more videos coming out of women saying, I'm not happy in my marriage. I'm not happy in my relationship. I need to go find myself. I need to go chase happiness. This is a common occurrence in women who are ungrateful. And they actually have good dudes. See, this is the funniest thing about it. Women say, where are all the good guys? A lot of the good guys have been put through the ringer. A lot of the good guys have been taken to the cleaners. A lot of the good guys have been backstabbed, betrayed. This is not to say that men don't cheat on women, but let's be real here. Whenever you hear a woman talking about this stuff, just ignore everything, disregard it, because maybe 20 to 30% of men even have the opportunity to play a woman. 20% who are sexually attractive, who know what to do. And then there's probably 10% of guys who learn what to do, or they can do something to be in the place of them not being that sexually desired. They can make up for it in other things. He's not that tall, but he's funny, he's charming, he's charismatic. He's not her ideal type, but he comes with these other benefits. The other 70% of dudes are invisible. Straight up. Don't have the opportunity to be playboys, to be toxic, to run games, to be gigolos. What? No. So when they're asking, where are all the good guys? Women get married and get into relationships a lot of the times with men who aren't their first choice, with men who are initially invisible to them. They put these dudes through hell. So dudes are like, yo, I did everything right, scratching their head. What's going on? I was the perfect guy. Sometimes even to the point where their families will think, damn, how'd she mess that up? That's why they chase the toxic guys, the unavailable guys, the guys that don't put them first, because it's always a story to tell. He did me wrong. He didn't put me first. He treated me so wrong and did me dirty. Oh, don't worry. There's somebody out there for you. He's going to get his karma. He's going to get what he deserves. He's a piece of crap. That's already built in when they go after those guys. The guys that wanted to give them the world, those guys get taken advantage of. There ain't no real story to tell. Yet they'll try to paint the narrative that that guy was a narcissist, he was controlling, and that he was toxic. No, it was her. The reason why this happens is because when you're lovey-dovey so much with a woman, when you're trying to be the best dude ever to her, there's this built-in thing in the back of their heads that even if they do stray away or cheat, you'll still take them back based on how you were moving. I told you, women, they look at history and hope that you'll fall for the tricks and the games. Well, we have history together. Why throw it all away? What you need to do is get that reverse psychology. You know what? Get that BS out of here. Why would you throw it away if we had so much time built in? A woman will ask you, you're just going to throw everything away over. It was one time. It didn't even mean anything. I don't love him. I love you. It was one time. Reverse psychology. All the time that we have, everything we built together. You're going to let me go because I slept with one dude? Because I kissed one dude? Because I went behind your back and emotionally cheated on you, texting another dude? Images? Sexting with him? You're going to let me go over this? Think about the words that are coming out of their mouth. You're about to let me go over me betraying you and backstabbing you after you never did me wrong. Really, sir? You're going to do that? See, men who understand the game walk away in silence. A lot of men who took risks for this woman, who wanted to be with this woman, they're going to crash out. This is why I make these videos, to empower men so they understand, do not crash out. Do not mess up your life over some woman that wanted to go back to the streets. Let her go back to the streets. That's why in the beginning, you need to see what a woman's going to do for you, because a lot of these guys, they get into situations with women that never liked them in the first place. Women cannot like cocky guys, arrogant guys, guys who have a sense of self-worth all they want. I don't care. Still remain that way. The cocky and arrogant part, not so much, but having self-respect for yourself, I'm telling you right now, stay this way. Do not move off of this square. It's better to have no women than a woman who doesn't appreciate you and respect you, love and admire you. In your situation, being in something long-term with her, absolutely not. She doesn't call any shots. See, these guys go by the happy wife, happy life BS. With an ungrateful woman. Screw facing at them, thinking that they can't do anything right. Wishing that they had another guy. Thinking that they settled for the guy that they're with, even though he breaks his back for her. He makes sure that she's good. Make sure that she's good. You know why they say men go harder in marriage? Because they work more hours, they make more money, they have kids, so they have to do that after the fact, so they keep progressing. But if you notice, in a lot of these situations, the women are ungrateful. He works too much. He does this too much. He does this. He goes in the man cave. He watches football. He plays video games. I don't like this. We need to go on more vacations. We need this. We should get a bigger house. We should get this car. Blah, 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 blah. No. Ungrateful. You need to be grateful for what you have and continue to build together. See, in a relationship, you're not always going to be happy. This is why I tell guys, get out of your feelings, get out of your emotions. Relationships are a job position for both sides. She needs to qualify for you. And at some point when she's deserving, you need to qualify back to her. You guys need to get together and make it work and invest in each other. But in the beginning, she needs to be investing in you. You got more to lose. I ain't talking to bum dudes. I ain't talking to dudes that are on their way up. See, there's bum dudes and there's dudes that are on their way up and they just don't have it like that, but they got a bright future. Do not mess up your future with an ungrateful woman, because no matter how perfect you are, despite all of that, she will still do you dirty if she never invests in you. I'm gonna always say this. Get in the comments, let me know. Do you know any stories about a woman heavily investing in a man all to throw it away? Do you know that? Even if the guy was toxic, let's go there. The guy's toxic. He's down on his luck. Maybe just got out of jail. She's investing in him, giving him a place to stay, might have helped him get a car, get his credit up, put her name on something attached to what he wants to purchase. Does she want to lose with that man? Or is she investing in him to be successful in the future so she can benefit off of that? He'll turn into a completely new guy. She willing to lose out on that? Is she going to cheat on that guy? The guy that she's crying over, stalking his social media, worrying about the other chicks that he's messing with, going against her family to be with this dude. They don't accept him. Is she going to lose out on that situation that she's investing in? Always think about that. There's not a lot of stories. Whenever you hear these stories, that's why I say that all the time. It's like I'm a broken record. Women do not like to lose in men that they invest in. So it's better to get on with a woman that's willing to invest in you, even if you don't need it. See, guys have this mindset. I don't need a woman to do for me. I'm a man. I'll provide for her. I'll do all this stuff. No. That's good. That's good. You should feel that way. But at the same time, you need to see what she's going to do. It's not about you giving and being this man that can take care of everything. If you can, great. That's great. That's a great place to start. But she earns you by doing stuff for you, by putting into the pot, by pouring into your cup. That's how she earns access to you for the long haul. Not for the short haul. She could just come over and get smashed. But even still, even with that, to keep getting at you sexually, she needs to be doing things as well. After a certain point, when a woman wants to be with you and she invests in you, there ain't nobody else. There ain't nobody else. Straight like that. Guys are always asking, how can you overcome that? How can you become her best option? See, if she will invest in the way she moves, if she invests in you, you're good. You're the only option. Everybody else is for attention and their playthings. And they're going to the back of the line now. Because the king has come home. And that's you. Don't be like these guys out here, bro, trying to be perfect, trying to show up with flowers. They all say this stuff. I want a guy who's going to make dinner reservations. I want to be passenger princess. I want him to treat me like a queen, put me first. But then they shit all over guys that put them first. Because if you're putting her first, what's the goal? What's the objective? Nothing. Making her happy, worrying about her happiness. Now, if you're happy as the man in a situation, that helps you do things to make everything flow together better. But if you're unhappy, putting your happiness to the side to make sure she's happy, oh, no. That's not how things go. When you have kids with the woman, yes, you should put all of that aside. Make sure that your kids are straight. Is she doing the same thing? You're going to know all of that by how she invests in the beginning. She don't want to lose out. She wants to see you happy. She wants to be happy. Her seeing you happy makes her happy. Her seeing you looked after and taken care of, it makes her happy. She fixes your plate. Women in these situations, they're letting men dig into the refrigerator, fix their own plate, do the laundry, lazy. That's not a good situation to be in. But a woman that wants to serve you, that's a woman that is serious about you. A lot of these guys get caught up in these situations where they get married to women that never wanted to serve them. Guys were chasing them from the beginning. Oh, she finally gave me a chance. You're the perfect guy. Let's see how that goes for you when she's done with your ass. See, a guy in the beginning that's very like, I'm very take it or leave it. I'm into you. I'm not trying to give you the world. When you deserve that, I'll give it to you. See, women follow patterns as well as they get guys to follow patterns. When you're simping, when you're chasing, even when you're acting controlling. See, they paint it as they don't like that stuff, but they do. Because at the end of the day, you're a guy they can control. You're worried about where she goes, who she does what with. You're worried about the past like that. And I know it's embedded in all guys, but when you're extremely just outwardly like, I can't believe this, and blah, 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 blah. And she ain't invest nothing into you. She's like, got him. He's a sucker. If I want to fall back on him, I can because he's emotionally invested in me. See, women like crash outs because they can use crash outs against other people. It's an army of minions, soft dudes. So when she picks you and gets married to you, ain't nothing good coming out of that, bro. Ain't nothing good. So if you're a former simp, get in the comments and let men know that this is true. Because the more men that wake up to this, they're not going to those situations. They're not falling for this. I've seen it time and time again. So I'm saying having money doesn't make you a real top tier man. A lot of guys think that, it's about the money. It's about the title. That doesn't make you a top tier man. Knowing the ins and outs, having self-respect for yourself, moving to a certain beat, having a protocol and a structure of how you do things, that's what makes you a top tier man. Because out here, the masses can be confused. Only a small portion of men say, I ain't with that. I ain't with that. And you see that everything works out for them. See, guys think that being in a relationship is some sort of reward. Guys who aren't in a relationship, oh, there's something wrong with you. When are you going to settle down? When are you going to get married? When I'm ready. When I bump into the right woman, not the woman that I'm chasing to be with, like you. You understand how that works? When people are pressuring you saying, well, why don't you just find yourself a good girl, a good woman, and why don't you just settle down? All right, settle down. I ain't settling for no chick. What are you talking about? I'm going to get a chick that really wants me, that I really want, that's willing to put in the work, as well as I'm willing to put in the work, and we're going to boss up. We ain't worried about what looks good on social media. We're worried about getting ahead. We ain't worried about keeping up with the Joneses. We're going to be worried about getting on together, having that real bond, that real story, not that fake stuff. You know, these dudes out here, you know, she was with this guy and this guy in college. And, you know, she never gave me a chance. We always remained friends. And then she went to this city and, you know, she got her degree. And then she had this job. And then finally she moved back home and we met up. And then, you know, ever since then, we've been together. Dude after dude after dude, never paid you any mind. Always looked down on you. And you were begging for a chance. And you're the perfect guy. You were there the whole time. Now she settles for you. Still does you dirty. Whether it's cheating, talking down to you, acting like you're not competent, acting like she's actually the one that settled for you. When realistically, a lot of these good guys settled for her, but they don't see it that way because they're so infatuated. You're paying all the bills. She doesn't make you food. She doesn't take care of you the way a woman wants to take care of her man. But yet you're the one that's lucky to have her. Go figure. Go figure. You're going to see this a lot in your family, in your coworkers, and people that you have to interact with, managers, bosses, all this shit. You're going to see this. You're going to see it clear as day and be like, shh, don't even say nothing. Keep it all inside. Just know that you're not like that. See, guys who can't see it clearly will be jealous of that, will be envious of that. Why? You're not with a woman that doesn't respect you. You're not with a woman that wants to pull the wool over your eyes and play games with you. You're not that guy. Then there's men that even take women back. See, this goes back to women already having the game lined up on you. See, a woman is going to cheat when she thinks that you're going to still be there, when it can be something that you can work past. When a woman knows you're not that type of guy, oh, it ain't going down like that. It ain't going down like that. So she'll tiptoe and try to do everything, you know, but here's the thing. When you're a guy that can't be broken, women know that. Sometimes it repels them. Sometimes it attracts them to you. So she already know there's no point in running all of these goofy games. When you're a guy that's a crash out, easy to control, you want to please her. That's who they play with the most. That's who they play with the most. We always talk about women playing games with guys who are attractive, not just their looks, but as a put together package. The reason why they play games with you and they're not really willing to go forward with you and follow your lead a lot of the times because, yeah, you're fun. Yeah, I can see myself with you. I do like you. You're my type. But see, that for the long haul, some women are not into that. They don't want to invest in a dude. They don't want to get on and put in the work. They want a simp dude that's going to do everything. So yeah, you're attractive. You're a good time for sex and all of that. But for the long haul, no, I need me a simp. I need me a simp so I could be lazy, be laid up. Hell, even invest into me starting my own business or my own thing that I got going on while I'm generating money while spending his money. And I could go cheat on him with somebody else and this sucker will still take me back. The perfect guy always loses. Now, in some cases, it works out. I'm not saying this is 100% of cases, but we're seeing this come out, especially now. Women are saying that their husband is perfect. They're not even talking down on him. He's perfect. He's everything I thought I wanted. Have kids with him. We've been married for years now, but I'm just missing something. She never wanted him from the beginning. And he was perfect. She never wanted him from the beginning. So never think to yourself that there is a way that I can do everything right and that it's going to work out for me. No, actually, if you do everything wrong, you go against everything that they say and a woman still sticks around, not that you're trying to be mean, not that you're trying to harm her in any way. No. Just that you move on your own timing and you see that a woman likes that and she still invests into you. Doesn't matter what you do. Seems like everything you do is right. that's the woman that you should keep around. That's the woman that you should keep around. And don't let looks get in the way and fool you, bro. Don't. Because see, people think that the devil, like Satan, they think that Satan is this big, giant, half horse, half man, half goat, half man, horns, red, fire in the background. You're going to see, no. Satan is going to come to you in the form of a beautiful woman. For a woman, a beautiful man. The most prettiest, beautiful, flawless thing you've ever seen. Then when you get hooked, snap. You're going to see the real. You're going to see the real. That's why I tell you guys, don't be blinded by the looks. A woman who's aesthetically pleasing, that's good. That's good. Good for her. That's good. It's more about the attitude, the characteristics, the behavior. You need to focus on that. Like, I never even stopped to think the other day, like my main, right? Every couple that's in her family are people that have been together since young too. I noticed that. They've all been together for years on years, decades. Her mom and her dad were together. So it makes sense why she cooks, she cleans, she's cooperative. I don't have any problems. It makes sense. She admires me, she respects me. It makes sense when you stop to think about it. You got to take time. She's getting vetted till this day. I'm telling you guys, you got to take time with this stuff. Because if you don't, you'll end up with an unappreciative, ungrateful woman. And a lot of men are waking up to this and they're seeing other men go through it and saying, no more, no more. Whenever you hear dudes saying the juice isn't worth the squeeze, it used to annoy me. I used to think it was kind of corny. It makes 100% sense now, bro. It's really not worth it. She's got to show you what she's made of. Because despite how perfect you act, how good you are, how hardworking you are as a man, it equals to nothing if she doesn't love, admire, and respect you. If you weren't her first choice from the beginning. And remember, first choice doesn't mean, first guy she slept with, first guy that took her on a date, first guy that brought her here, blah, blah, blah. No. When a woman gives you this energy that she will do anything for you, and you can tell this very early on, you're her first choice for right now. You're her first choice, first up, first pick, all of that. So when you see this energy, reward it, embrace it. Do not go for women that ain't that crazy about you, that you think I need to be perfect for, because it's going to shock you when it doesn't go your way. Because women will cheat. A lot of guys think that women are dainty. They'll never do anything like that for you. They'll never do anything like that to you. The facts are women are more sexual than you. Women think about it. They read these novels. They dream about certain things. The way they are, they're nasty for the guys that they really want like that. And here's another thing. You're the perfect guy, but your woman is holding back sex from you. She doesn't want to do certain things with you. Even now, guys are finding out who their wife or fiance or girlfriend really was 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And they're like, damn, you're not like that with me. Yeah, she never viewed you like that. She viewed you as the perfect guy. She viewed you as the safe option, the safe bet. And guess what happens? Anytime there's conflict and argument, she reserves the right to go back to the streets. And you will be broken over that because you just invested all of this time being the perfect guy. It don't get you nowhere. All you need to do is be yourself. Remember that. You are him, they are them. Trying to be perfect, nobody's perfect. Nobody can be all things for someone. So you doing that by default shows her, oh, I'm special. He doesn't believe that he's special. He's grateful to be in the situation with me. Let's see how far I could push this. When they say women are like children, if you don't discipline a child, it will keep pushing the buttons. It will keep acting out, trying to get its way, crying, nagging. Same thing with women. When you put your foot down, silence, don't argue. You know that you've instructed her with what you're saying, your actions, and your leadership, that she needs to move a certain way. She don't want to move like that. It is what it is. Nothing to talk about. Don't be the guy that tries to be the perfect guy, that tries to get through to her, giving her chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Do not. Because when you do that, she starts working off the pattern. And we ain't about that. So just remember, if you're the perfect dude and you've been cheated on before, it's because she followed a pattern that you were setting forth by being this way of giving her multiple chances. If you've ever been a guy that tried to be the perfect guy and it didn't work out, get in the comments right now. Let's push this message because men need to hear this. Men need to have the most confidence. Men need to understand that you as a man, you're a leader and a woman is the follower. This is not a negative thing. Women will think that that sounds negative, but it's not negative, because at the end of the day, they want a man who's better than them. And when you act like the perfect guy for her and you overlook certain things, it's headed nowhere fast. So this was why women will cheat on the perfect guy. I hope you guys got a lot out of this video. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
What do you mean? I saw the message.
It was a mistake, babe.
I saw the message. No, there's no
Seriously,
letting you in. There's no letting you in.
Why are you not letting me in?
What do you mean I'm not letting you in? I saw those messages.
Babe, my stuff is still in your house.
Listen, don't worry about it.
My stuff is still in your house.
I'll bring everything out.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
Listen, for my own.
Let me in, please. I need to get my stuff.
Listen, for my own emotional protection. Yeah, no. There's no babe. There's no nothing. There's no nothing.
I'm cold.
We saw. Look, me and you sat there. You looked me in the eye. I said, "Is there anything going on between you and the guy?" Yeah, when we saw him the other day. You said no. You looked me in the eye. You promised me there's nothing going on. You said I'm paranoid, right? And then he was messaging at 2 a.m. Do you know what I mean? Like, how you, no, there's no sorry, but it's like, you can't then try to gaslight me and try to say, look.
Gaslight you, babe.
No, but you
babe,
can't.
Please, can you just let me in?
I can't let you in. I can't let you in.
Why are you not letting me in?
You can go to his place at this point, innit?
His place? You're pissing me off. You let me in, my stuff's in here.
Listen, I'll bring you your stuff.
We've been together for like 2 years.
There's no problem, man. It took you what? 2 minutes to cheat on me?
This is pissing me off.
Listen, no, there's no.
Let me in.
Let
me in.
Stay right there.
My stuff is in there. You said my stuff there.
No. You said you wanted to talk, right?
Yes.
So you can't say, oh, I want to get my stuff now. If you wanted to talk to me, talk to me.
Can you let me in there?
You haven't even given me a clear reason why you done it. Why did you cheat on me?
It's a one-time thing.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a one-time thing. 1 or 100, it's the same thing.
Love you.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
Listen, you can't keep saying that. You can't keep manipulating me, alright?